Hello, coin collectors out there, and welcome to the DC Coin World International Coin Channel. And today we've got something special from Canada for you. It's the $1 coin from 1964. And as you can see, it has the Mary Gillick first portrait of Queen Elizabeth on it. It says Elizabeth II, by the grace of God, Queen. And we see that this one is so well defined that you can actually see in her shirt, you can see the lines in it, and you can really see how her hair goes and the garland going through and the ribbon out back. Now in 1964 they did two versions of this coin. Both of them were 80% silver. So in silver value alone, this coin is worth $10 or $11. So it's a pretty expensive coin and hard to get. This coin, however, is worth more than that because this actually came out of a proof package. So this is a proof coin, and I know many of you don't ever take stuff out of proof packaging, so we take it out so you can look at it. And if we look at the back, we see it says Canada at the top, dollar at the bottom, 1864 on this side, 1964 on this side, and it says Charlottetown in Quebec. So Charlottetown, PEI, then Quebec. And if we look here, we see the English rose, the fleur-de-lis, the Irish shamrock, and the thistle from Scotland going around the inside. And just a fine, fine, fine version of this coin. Now there are two versions out there, and one of them, they have the so-called version with the dot and the version without the dot. And if you want to look for the version with the dot, you look up here where the TS is, and if it has, let me see if I can show you a little bit closer. If it has both the dots after the T and after, see how there's a dot after the T and the after, not this one down here. Some of them, and actually you can see this one after the T, looks like it might be almost not there. Well, in some of them it's so not there that it was missing. So there is a version of this that's worth a little tiny bit more, where the dot after the T for the TS there is missing. And of course, as most of you probably know, the T and the S there stand for Thomas Shingles. He was one of the engravers, and the other engraver, who has both of his dots, was DV, or Dinko Vodanovic. So DV here, TS here, look for whether there's a dot or not. And of course we have the accent, is that the accent grave above the E in Quebec. So this is our 1964 $1 coin, presently worth probably $15 or so. A dealer is probably only going to give you a little bit more than silver value for it. We can see it has a geared outer rim. You see this one has a little bit of a chip, even though it's a proof coin. It came straight from a proof plastic envelope. Sometimes you get these and they're a little bit chipped. And then if we go on the back again, we see the 100th or the centennial design. Now, this centennial design, of course, only came out for 1 year. It's a heavy, heavy coin, 23.32 grams. In contrast, it's way bigger and weighs way more than a U.S. half-dollar coin. So this is the Kennedy half. Look how much smaller it is. And then if we put them up next to each other, we see that, of course, the Kennedy half has the copper in it, but it's way shorter and way thinner. So this is a valuable coin. You almost never see it outside of an envelope, and we're pleased to bring it to you today, the DC Coin World International Coin Channel. And once again, we love to have our Canadian viewers. Please leave any comments you have in the comments section.